Okay, so now you can say, so Venera just read parts of Ural Batyr.
Venera just read the part of Ural Batyr epic poem. Ural Batyr is considered one of the famous epic poems of Bashkir people, where you can follow some history of Bashkir people. So, according to some scientists, this epic poem is about 4,000 years old. But the other scientists, they say that it might be like 12,000 years old, because there are some words, some facts about Atlantis, something concerning civilization and world flood. World flood,
yeah,
something like that. So there are some words about that. So some scientists suggest that this poem might be like 12,000 years old. So, and also we know that this epic poem, Ural Batyr, is on the waiting list for the confirmation by UNESCO as a World Heritage, as a cultural, world, non-material heritage.
Has the Bashkir language changed? If this was so old, yeah, I would think it would be a language that people don't understand, like Beowulf, which is considered one of the oldest pieces of writing in English. It's in such a form of English that no one understands.
Көптен башкорт тілі өзгерді дегенде, mesela Beowulf'та оны тілді аңлау қиын.
Германдар немцев Beowulf.
Оны шулай оны тіл өзгергенме? Ол жазылған екен Beowulf'та аңлауы оқу қиын дегенде. Ал башкорт тілі өзгергенме деп қарайсыз?
Нет, башкорт тілі как тіл өзгермеген, хотя тіге яраклашкан, ол элеге түрки кавымдар бирлигинде составында булган үчүн. А так ол сәсәнгә бер бонга көсүп, так то үзе сохранился нормально.
He says that this poem has has some changes, but this change just because of it wasn't written, and Sasane, who were considered as wise people, or wisdom. Wise people like Aksakal, wise people of wise Bashkir people. They just try to keep this epic poem alive, just telling it to each other, like folklore. It was passed from one generation to another generation by just telling it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't written, and that's why it is considered that the language hasn't changed much, but hadn't changed much, but just in some grammatical problems some places.
Because that actually makes a lot of sense. I think I had heard about that, how languages, when they're oral, they don't change. They don't change in the way that written languages do, because they're passed down as repetition.
It was written on the paper. It was fixed on a paper in 1910.
Only in 1910.
But before that, in 18th century, it became famous, and it was passed by oral.
Yeah.
Еще один, скажи, я же с 10 века изучаю древние рукописные тексты, и там эти мотивы тоже намеки. Хомайдан исеми келипсага, Уралдан исеми келипсага, короче, либо образы, либо мотивы, и это означает, что в 10 веке еще люди знали этот эпос.
And she studied mythology, and she came across with other epic poems, and she realized that some extracts from this poem she could find even in the poems and in the poems of 10th century.
Wow.
So she could find some very similar episodes in other poems which were found, which were created in the 10th century.
Рон язмалар, переводом рунические письма вот самый древний, древний. Хомай анда фигурирует, да?
Она манас, гидикамеш,
она тоже древний ханалла, древний. А у нас
mythology.
Yeah.
How do you say
Рун yazmalar. Orhun yenisi yazmaları по-другому.
Have you heard about rune?
Runes.
Rune scriptures?
Runes, like Viking runes? Runes.
Связано с викингом, нет?
Нет. Нет. В X веке Енисей, Монголия явно давала. Это самый древний
So
письменный.
she is now speaking of one of the very ancient scriptures which were found by a Mongol.
Mongolia. Енисей и
Yes,
Mongolia.
in the Yenisei River
Yıllar
basin.
boyunca.
Yes, in Yenisei River basin, all scriptures of Mongol people,
Yeah.
and their scriptures are called rune.
Run yazmaları.
Rune scriptures. Scriptures, I think, in English would be.
Yeah.
So, and they were found like also, they were created also like before 10th century. 10th century, it's like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. So what's the story about? What's Ural Batyr about?
О чем там идет речь?
Да, а что такое?
Урал Батыр — это герой, который ищет на маке бессмертие. И бессмертие не лично ради себя, хотя вот Гильгамеш-то это чисто не для себя, или для друга близкого на маке, а вот для всего человечества. И потом он понимает, что личное бессмертие это не важно, а важно твое доброе имя, когда остается после того, как им добрые дела совершаешь в жизни. Он хакланала, и хин как бы исем Менгеляша, и того хин де Менге была.
Вот уральский.
This story is about Ural Batyr. Ural Batyr is a personage who tries to find the life spring. He wants to make humanity immortal. But then, by the end of the poem, he realized that it shouldn't be. Everything is mortal. Immortal it is when. It is then when you are immortal yourself. When you did good deeds, you are immortal. Then you are immortal. If you do good deeds,
like the poem.
yeah, when you die, but your deeds are immortal.
That's funny that's what the poem is about, since it's basically an immortal poem. Since the poem is immortal.
Ну да, тоже правильно.
Okay. Well, if you like to have like more poetic sessions, you're welcome again. To meet up and discuss more probably.
Yeah. Well,